When disaster strikes, the National Disaster Search Dog Foundation deploys teams to help search and rescue groups find survivors trapped beneath debris or rubble.
The Search Dog Foundation's mission is to strengthen disaster response in America, and we do that by rescuing and recruiting dogs from all across the country who are former shelter dogs, and we train them up to be disaster search dogs, where they're going to find survivors that are buried in the rubble or debris in the aftermath of a disaster.
The Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians has awarded several grants to the Search Dog Foundation throughout the years, including assistance toward the building of its state-of-the-art National Training Center on 125 acres of land in Santa Paula, California.
The Search Dog Foundation first partnered with the Chumash back in the early 2000s, and they've supported us as we've grown into our National Training Center.
To see the National Training Center come full circle has been really remarkable. The work that is being done on these grounds is nothing short of amazing.
The Search Dog Foundation's National Training Center was built with no government funding and at no cost to taxpayers.
It is the only facility in the United States that's designed specifically for disaster search dogs. So everything that you see here was designed specifically with these dogs in mind, to challenge them, to make it fun for them, and to really shape them into what they need to be when they get out there on real rubble.
The Search Dog Foundation recruits dogs that are rescued from abuse or abandonment. These dogs are typically high energy, tenacious, and bold, making them unsuitable for a family pet, but ideal for search and rescue.
We find these dogs anywhere in a shelter. It could be anywhere from California to Florida. It doesn't matter where they're from. What matters is if they have what we're looking for, which is a determination that will not quit, they will not stop at anything, and they have the energy to sustain them through that.
When a dog comes to us, they don't have any manners, they don't know any obedience. So it's our job to kind of hone their skills and teach them everything that they're going to need to know in order to be a search dog. One of the first things we teach them is, if you bark at me, I'll give you your toy. A bark signals to the handler that the dog has found inaccessible live human scent. So we have to teach the dogs that an inaccessible person means that they could get their toy if they just bark at it.
The dogs gain strength and endurance at the center's canine gym. They are also taught to avoid footfall, as dogs don't naturally know where each of their 4 feet are. And the dogs learn directional commands, so they can be controlled from a distance when it's not safe for a handler to traverse the rubble.
To them, it's a big game. We know it's a life or death situation, and we know all of the sentiment behind it. But for these dogs, it's all about that toy and getting that toy and being a good dog at the end of the day, which they all are. They're all fantastic dogs.
Because of the Search Dog Foundation and its National Training Center, the time it takes for these search teams to attain FEMA Advanced Certification has been reduced from 2 or more years to only 11 to 14 months. And once a dog and handler are partnered up and certified, they often return to the National Training Center to build upon their skills and improve as a team. There are currently 73 Search Dog Foundation-trained canine disaster search teams located across 9 states and Baja California, and the teams have been called into action nearly 200 times to date.
Search dogs and their handlers from the Search Dog Foundation have deployed many times through the years, and they've gone to everything from missing person searches locally to larger deployments such as the 2010 Haiti earthquake, where the entire city pretty much of Port-au-Prince was leveled.
Last year, Santa Barbara County realized the value of having elite dog and handler rescue teams in its own backyard.
The Montecito mudslide was close to home, and that, of course, impacted a lot of us personally as well as professionally. We actually had a team that was there within minutes of the slide. They were already searching for survivors right away because they had been pre-staged. And then we had 17 others that joined within the next couple of days and searched for well over a week for survivors, just to be sure that nobody gets left behind.
The Chumash Foundation is honored to partner with this great organization that's helping these canine heroes make the journey from rescued to rescuer and become life-saving resources for the world.
The Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians really wants to make sure that their impact is far-reaching, and there isn't another organization that I can think of that has such far-reaching impacts as Search Dog Foundation.